Hey guys, make sure you stay until the end. If you make one common mistake, you may end up spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars on parts and diagnostics you don't need. Make sure you stay until the end. We'll explain what we're talking about. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a Chevy Tahoe or Chevy Suburban, this generation here from year 2006 to year 2014. If you have one of those, if you have a problem where the truck, okay, the SUV cranks but does not start, we'll explain which fuses and relays you need to check first, because you have multiple fuses that can cause your Chevy to crank but not to start, and there is no need to waste your money for diagnostics and parts that you may not need. Always check the fuses and relays first. We'll explain what you need to do, where you can buy cheap parts, tools, fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time, and why it's important to always test fuses and relays. Make sure to stay until the end. So before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us guys. If you have a Chevy Tahoe or Suburban, practically they're built on the same platform. We'll be making a video about every single fuse relay in that SUV. Why? Because let's say you're down the road, you need to find where the fuse for fuel injectors, fuel pump, ignition coils is located. That way you can fix your SUV and be back on the road. We will have that information. You'll just spend a minute or two watching the video, fix it, and it will take care of that problem. Now, every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them guys completely apart. We show you how to do engines, transmissions, mechanical, body work, and we have more than 12,000 free repairs on our YouTube channels that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. In addition guys, if you need to buy any parts, tools, fuses, relays at a really good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste your money and time, we will put the links in the description of the video below for your convenience. So let's start on it now. Multiple things can cause your Chevy Tahoe or Chevy Suburban to crank and not to start. Multiple things such as fuses for fuel injectors, ignition coils, fuel pumps, crankshaft sensors, engine computers, immobilizer, ignition switches, multiple things. But Chevy Tahoe and Chevy Suburban is practically the same vehicle, just the Suburban is a little bit longer. They're built on the same platform. You guys have three different fuse boxes in your SUV, and today we'll work actually in two of them. The first one, open the driver door. Once you do that, on the side of the dash you have that cover. Pull that cover out. Behind it you'll find main interior fuse box with a layout like this one. Before we guys continue, let's explain why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So now, why it's super important guys to test fuses and relays? Because often you may think you have a good fuse, right? But it could be guys a bad fuse. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, it's hard to see. You have different kinds of fuses, and each one of those guys, let's say you think it's a good fuse but it's actually bad, you may end up spending time, money on parts and repairs that you don't need. So always test fuses. It takes only a few seconds. We'll put a link to a special video that will teach you how to test fuses and how to test relays as well. Relays are easy to test, that way you can eliminate that possibility for something that's not necessary guys. So check out the links, will be in the description of the video below. So now guys, here what we need to check. One fuse needs to be checked here, then we need to go to a different fuse box. That fuse right here, fuse number 25, super important fuse, check that one. Next, you need to open the hood on your Chevy Tahoe or Chevy Suburban. Once you do that, facing the engine on the right side, you have a fuse box under this cover. Open it and you will find the main engine fuse box with a layout that looks just like this one here. Here now we need to start checking multiple fuses. Some of those are fuse number 4 right here, fuse number 5. Next to it will need to be checked as well. Then you need to check guys fuse number 12. That's that 10M fuse right there. Okay, fuse number 12, excuse me. Then fuse number 13 will need to be checked, and fuse number 13 is that 20M fuse here. You will need to check fuse number 18 right next to it. You will need to check guys fuse number 8 as well, right here. You will need to check fuse number 20, and this is that fuse right here. right here. Some of you may or may not have this one. After that, check fuse number 21. It is this very important fuse right here. Then you need to check fuse number 24 right here, the 20 amp fuse. 35 is the next fuse, guys, okay, that you will need to check, and we're talking that's for the immobilizer. It's that 2 amp fuse right here next to the relays. It's kind of hidden. After that, you will need to check fuse number 43. It's a 10 amp fuse here. Okay, the third one. You need to check a few more. That's fuse number 56, which is that 15 amp fuse right there. 56. Next, you will need to, guys, check one more. Okay, and that's fuse number, we talk about that 25. You need to check a few relays now, okay, and those relays will be very, very important. You wonder which ones, okay, those are, and we're talking about that relay right here. This is for the engine computer. Check that one as well. You will want to check the fuel pump relay. Some of you will have this one, some of them will not. This relay here, and you will need to check relay again, the run crank relay for the ignition switch right there. Those are the things that you will need to check before we start diagnosing anything else. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.